Gemini, you are not in front of these words by chance, nor by fleeting coincidence. Destiny, the invisible threads of the universe, and the voice of the stars have brought you here, exactly at the moment when you most needed to hear this message. Because nothing happens in vain, nothing is fortuitous when the soul cries out in silence for answers, and the cosmos responds with signs. Do you wonder why today? Do you question why now? Because your spirit was prepared, because your heart had reached the exact point where truth must be revealed, and because the universe, in its infinite wisdom, has decided to speak to you through this sacred message. Gemini, son and daughter of the changing winds, your energy is a river in motion, a fire that never goes out, and a double mirror that reflects both light and shadow. In your cards, a clear warning is drawn. There are forces that have tried to stop you, hidden enemies disguised as friends, sweet words that concealed poison, empty promises that were chains disguised as gold. They wanted to confuse you, to make you believe you were unworthy, that your path should bend before fear. But no, listen well. Divine justice does not forget, and the wheel of destiny has already begun to turn. Today it is revealed that those who stood between your light and your purpose will feel the weight of their own actions. Not because you seek revenge, but because the law of the universe is just and perfect, because no one can stop what was already written in the stars. You are the messenger and the message. You are the bridge between the earthly and the divine. Ask yourself, why so many obstacles? Why so many trials? Why so many falls? The answer lies in your mission. The brilliance of your soul provokes the shadows to try to dim you, but no darkness can defeat a heart that chooses to rise again and again. And here is the decree you must repeat with strength, with faith, with conviction. The light guides me, darkness surrenders before me. Repeat it now, in silence or aloud, because every word is a seed, every decree is a key that opens the doors of your destiny. Write it in your heart and feel it vibrate. The light guides me, darkness surrenders before me. Now listen carefully. In the tarot, the card of the inverted moon appears, revealing past betrayals, people who played with your trust, hidden secrets now coming to light. Nothing will remain hidden. What was said in the shadows will be exposed under the sun. And though this may hurt, though it may stir old wounds, it will also be the key to your freedom. Because the truth, however harsh, always brings liberation. And divine justice is on your side. At this moment, stop and write in the comments the following phrase, which will be your decree of transformation. I accept the truth, I release the past, and I reclaim my power. Write it as a commitment to your life, as a declaration to the universe, as a sign that you no longer accept less than what you deserve. And after writing it, as a way of thanking the universe for bringing this revelation to you, give a like to the message you receive, because that act is not just a digital gesture. It is a symbol of gratitude, openness, and commitment to yourself. By doing so, you declare yourself ready to receive more signs, more messages, and more blessings that the universe has prepared for you. Because remember, Gemini, energy responds to movement, and your small actions are powerful decrees that open immense paths. In love, the cards reveal that a stage of revelations and cleansing is coming. If you are in a relationship, prepare to face deep conversations, perhaps uncomfortable, but necessary. Because true love does not hide behind masks. It reveals itself naked, pure, and real. If your partner has been faithful to their heart, the bond will strengthen like never before. But if there were lies, soon you will feel them fall like a sandcastle. And if you are single, the universe is already preparing the encounter with a soul that will recognize your light. It will not be coincidence. It will be destiny, a reflection of what you already carry within. In money and work, the message is clear. The obstacles you lived through were tests, but now new paths open. You have sown in barren land, and although many doubted your strength, the universe will multiply what you planted. A cycle shift is coming. Unexpected opportunities, doors that once seemed closed will now open with ease. The key will be to stay focused, not to be distracted by outside voices. and to always remember that what is yours cannot be taken away. The color that will guide you in this stage is gold, a symbol of abundance, clarity, and victory. The numbers that vibrate with you will be 3, 7, and 11, for they remind you of the union of body, mind, and spirit, the balance between matter and the divine, and the direct connection with the spiritual guides who have never abandoned you. The spiritual energy that surrounds you is one of protection. Angels, ancestors, and invisible forces walk with you. Do you feel it? In your darkest nights, when you thought you were alone, they were there, silently holding you. And today they confirm it. You are not alone, you never were. Every tear you shed was collected, every prayer was heard, every wish was planted in the heart of the universe. And listen carefully, because you will repeat this phrase 3 times on your path to anchor victory. The light guides me, darkness surrenders before me. This is just the beginning of the message, the start of the revelation. In the next part, you will go even deeper into what the universe has prepared for you, Gemini, and how your hidden enemies will be exposed while divine justice restores what seemed lost. You have felt, Gemini, as if an invisible web wanted to entangle your feet in every attempt to move forward. It was not imagination. Your cards show that there were hidden hands pulling subtle strings, whispers meant to sow doubt, smiles that looked kind but did not bless. Do you see it clearly now? That heaviness in your chest did not come from your essence, but from projections of others. I hold you from the maternal voice of the stars and tell you, the root of that snare has been found. The universe, meticulous and exact, has taken note of every act, every intention. Where there was a plot, there will be exposure. Where there was deception, there will be light. Where there were chains, there will be freedom. Do not fear to recognize what you already intuited. That good advice that stopped you was not wisdom. It was disguise. That generous proposal asking you to give up your voice in exchange for supposed support was a soft gag. You were born with 2 wings and 2 paths, and for that reason, sometimes others confuse your freedom with instability. But what some call whim, the cosmos calls creative multiplicity. Is it not a miracle that you can see 2 possibilities where others see only 1? That is your blessing, not your condemnation. Now then, the warning continues. In the coming days, any residual shadow will try to return with arguments of nostalgia or urgency. They will say to you, don't take risks. Stay where you are, here you are safe. And I, with the certainty of a loving oracle, whisper, safety without expansion is a cage. You were not born to live in cages. You were born to converse with the wind, to write your name in sand and stone, to understand that the tide does not erase your essence, it only polishes your edges. If you allow fear to govern you, you distance yourself from your brilliance. If you choose your truth, even with trembling knees, the universe rearranges the board in your favor. In the tarot, the card of upright justice appears. The sword that cuts the fog, the scales that do not tilt for flattery nor for pressure, but for truth. This card announces that your effort will be recognized, that what you gave without receiving will return multiplied. If someone owes you gratitude, support, or retribution, life will create the conditions for it to be returned to you in a surprising way. And if you must ask forgiveness for betraying yourself, for remaining silent when you should have spoken, that justice too will be sweet. It will not humiliate you, it will redeem you. The Mater, the ancient mother who holds the heavens, asks me to remind you of something simple. Hydrate, breathe, look at the sky at dawn. It may seem small, but it is ritual. Each glass of conscious water cleanses your subtle channels. Each deep breath returns you to your center. Each glance at the sky reconnects you with your compass. Small acts with great consequences. Is this not how rivers are born? Drop by drop? In love, if you have felt coldness, look closely to see if it was not you who first put a coat over your heart out of fear of feeling too much. The passion that awaits you is not a fire that burns and fades. It is a home that warms and nourishes. But home also requires that you give honesty. Say what you feel, even if your voice trembles. Your partner, present or future, does not need a perfect version of you. They need your truth without filters. If you are alone, destiny will cross you with someone who does not want to trap you but to walk with you. This encounter will happen when you release the belief that you must negotiate your value to be loved. Love is not transaction. Love is recognition. In work, a project that seemed stalled gains momentum. A message, a call, a meeting that was postponed, suddenly resistance melts. It happens because you have changed your vibration. You stop asking permission to exist and begin to offer your gift firmly. And when you offer your gift without apologizing for shining, the world remembers that it can shine with you. I ask you maternally to take care of management. Open a mental and real spreadsheet, organize your income and expenses, set aside a tithe or offering you wish to return to the circle of life, define monthly goals. Money loves order. Prosperity feels safe in homes that honor its presence. Be grateful for every coin that reaches you, for gratitude multiplies, and complaint divides. Color of this stage: deep emerald. Carry it in clothing, in a stone, or in visualization. It is the color of the heart that heals and expands, of the forest that whispers patience, of the healing that does not shout but transforms. Numbers accompanying you in synchronicities: 5, 14, 23. If you see them repeatedly, understand that your guides are speaking. Continue, adjust the rhythm. Do not give up at this point of the path. The spiritual energy that surrounds you today is that of the winged messenger. Mental clarity, precise words, sharpened intuition. If you feel a thought strike you like a luminous dart, do not dismiss it. Write it down. That thought may become a concrete opportunity. You have the talent to connect dots others cannot see, to translate symbols into practical actions. Now use that talent for yourself, not only to solve others' worlds. A tower is shown to me, but it is not punishment, it is controlled liberation. What lacks firm foundations cracks, yes, but to reveal the true base. Thank those who showed you their shadow. They gave you the chance to sharpen your radar. Bless the relationships that remain. They passed the test of the wind. And bless above all your determination. When you decide, everything accompanies you. Do you feel it? The air changes, doors listen, walls give way, keys appear. At this point, maintain faith in active silence. It is not passivity. It is gestation. Like the seed beneath the earth, you too work without display. If someone tries to minimize your achievements, look at them with compassion. They speak from their own fear. Allow divine justice to dance. Do not interrupt the process with resentment. Resentment binds. Forgiveness frees. Forgiving is not forgetting. It is remembering without pain and choosing to move on. Love. Openness and honest conversation. Money. Order and worthiness. Work. Decision and proposal. Color. Emerald. Numbers 5, 14, 23. Spiritual energy. Clarity of the messenger. There is a bridge before you, and as you cross it, you hear the clinking of chains breaking. Do you hear it? Each link falling to the ground is an old belief that no longer serves you. I must ask for permission. I must be small. I must please in order not to lose. Clink, 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 one by one, those links break. Because at last you understand that humility is not shrinking. It is recognizing your greatness as service. Serving is not submission. Serving is offering your light so others may ignite theirs. Another hidden enemy is revealed. The inner voice that repeats defeats that are not yours, perhaps inherited from a family that feared, from a school that labeled, from a love that conditioned. That voice is not your essence. Your essence is curiosity, play, connection, living word. Give back to yourself what you surrendered out of fear. Do you not see how the universe has placed clear, timely, beautiful signs? That email that arrived just as you were about to give up. That person who said, "I believe in you." That opportunity that seemed small but turned out to be a great door. Nothing has been coincidence. It is synchronicity working in your favor. In the tarot, the star appears. It is a nocturnal guide, a promise of clarity, the absence of masks. She reminds you to drink from your own waters, to return to your creative source. Where did you abandon yourself to sustain others? Where did you silence your song to please? Recover your song. Sing even if there is no applause. They will applaud later, when the echo of your truth reaches them. Now, both practical and mystical. Create a small 7-day ritual. Day 1. Cleanse your space, a corner, your desk, your altar, your wallet. Day 2. Write 10 genuine gratitudes. Day 3. A courageous action. Send that proposal, apply for that role, talk to that person. Day 4. Conscious silence. 15 minutes listening to your breath and heartbeat. Day 5. Symbolic gift to life. A donation, a beautiful word, a gesture. Day 6. Recognize your inner child and play. An hour of activity with no purpose other than enjoyment. Day 7. Consolidation. Write on a page your vision for the next 90 days and fold it 3 times. This ritual is not superstition. It is structure, focus, dialogue with existence. We arrive at the burning center of your horoscope, and here I ask you to write in the comments a short phrase, a simple yet powerful pact to seal your crossing at the midpoint of the bridge. I am worthy of miracles now. Write it like this, with or without punctuation, but write it. And if it resonates in your chest, in reciprocity with the universe speaking to you through these lines, leave a sign of gratitude, a like, a share, a small gesture that declares, I open myself to receive, I commit to act, I make myself ready to hear more signs to improve my life. That gesture, though it may seem small, becomes an energetic anchor. And from that anchor, new opportunities recognize you. Let us speak of money as energy. It is not just bills or figures. It is a flow. If it comes to you and you fear it, it closes. If it comes and you honor it, it stays. If you retain it with fear, it stagnates. If you share it with wisdom, it circulates. Today your natal chart shows openings in areas of commerce, communication, teaching, content, consulting, idea brokerage, digital alliances. If you are looking for work, look for roles where your ability to translate complex concepts into simple language is valuable. If you are an entrepreneur, identify a concrete problem in your audience and offer them a clear 3-step solution. Prosperity requires clarity. What do I offer? To whom? How do I deliver it? Answer these questions, and you will see the channel open. In work, a loving recommendation. Do not over-explain. Gemini, your brilliant mind travels 10 paths per second. Not everyone needs to hear them all. Choose synthesis. Deliver essence. And reserve your twists for the intimacy of your notebook. Synthesis does not kill your depth. It makes it visible. Also, take care with dispersion. Instead of 5 tasks begun and none completed, choose 2 and bring them to completion. Nothing enchants life more than a well-closed ending. Color of this segment: sapphire blue night, to calm the mind and enhance vision. Numbers pulsing: 9, 18, 27. Notice how they repeat their rhythm in 3s. They tell you to close cycles with elegance. Spiritual energy: protection in transition. If you long for a symbol, imagine a circle of light 3 steps from your skin. Nothing harmful enters there. It is not a barrier of fear. It is a membrane of discernment. And about love, let us raise the tone. If you are in a relationship, invite them to a new pact. Do not repeat old scripts. Invent your own language. One word to ask for space, another to ask for an embrace, another to play. Tenderness needs alphabets. If you are alone, let go of haste. Haste is the shadow of lack. You are loved now, even before the encounter. And from that state, the encounter comes without begging. Divine justice continues its course. I see that someone who underestimated you will end up naming your work with respect. Do not mock. Do not throw irony. Simply smile. Life has already understood the balance. You focus on moving forward. Do you not feel the breeze on your face? It is the future approaching. A soft, constant, maternal drum is heard, and upon that rhythm your destiny dances. The night does not devour you. It prepares you. The dawn does not surprise you. It confirms you. This entire journey was not a joke of chance. It was the loving way of the universe to bring you exactly what you asked for in silence. Guidance, direction, meaning. That is why you arrived at these words, why they embraced you like a cloak when you felt the coldest, why each metaphor lit a beacon inside you. Because you were not wandering, you were crossing a portal. And on the other side, your name is written in bold letters. There is no need to keep fighting ghosts. Where there was a hidden enemy, now there is learning. Where there was injustice, now there is rebalancing. If a thorn still remains, remove it with dignity. Speak your truth without shouting, set boundaries without harming, leave tables where envy is served. Life is too sacred to waste on banquets where the main course is comparison. Today you choose banquets of celebration. Today you raise your cup, not of arrogance, but of gratitude, and toast for what already is and for what is coming. In work, a contract, an agreement, or an alliance is consolidated. Some will sign papers. Others will confirm with word and fulfillment. You will see it in facts. Timely payments, messages answered, proposals accepted. If you are seeking, prepare your presentation with robust simplicity. 3 measurable achievements, 1 example of how you solved a problem, 1 clear value proposition. Do not adorn with smoke. Show real fire. You have what it takes, and when you remember it, the world does too. In money, open a symbolic account, mental or real, called seeds. There you will save a fixed percentage, even if small, to announce to life your intention for the future. That gesture summons investment opportunities, courses that empower you, tools that multiply. Do not spend to fill voids. Invest to expand your field. In love, tenderness and clarity are announced. A hand that holds you without demanding you be someone else. If you are in a relationship, turn up the volume of admiration. Say it, you inspire me in this and in that. Admiration nourishes the union like the sun nourishes the trees. If you are single, soon you will cross a gaze that is not a whirlwind that sweeps, but a breeze that refreshes. You will recognize this person because they will not ask you to dim your light. They will ask you to be comfortable in it. And you, finally, will say yes. Coronation color. Warm gold with amethyst sparkles. It is the gold that celebrates abundance and the amethyst that cleanses and elevates. Carry them in your mind, in your clothes, in a detail. Numbers of luck that close and open doors. 3, 7, 11, 33. If they appear, give thanks in silence. I have understood. I keep moving forward. Spiritual energy. Loving guidance that no longer whispers, but sings. The melody says, trust your word, honor your path, share your gift. Let us recap with the firmness of a life decree. Listen, you did not arrive here by chance. You were summoned by a loving intelligence that knows your questions and your wounds. The cards and the stars conspired to speak in your language, to warn you of hidden traps, yes, to show you the justice that is coming, also, and to lead you toward a luminous promise. Because, in the end, what seemed darkness reveals itself as a lamp, and what you felt as a chain transforms into a key. If at this point you feel the impulse to seal the contract with destiny, take this moment to write yourself a short note that you will send to yourself, physical or digital, dated today and titled simply, Choice. There you will say in 2 lines what you choose to sustain during the next 90 days. Perhaps you choose loving discipline, or conscious boldness, or brave tenderness. Keep that note. It will be reminder and witness. And if this message served you, in gratitude to life that placed it before you, make the gesture that symbolizes your openness. Leave your like as a seal of reception, like one who signs a sacred document saying, "I receive, I am grateful, and I open myself to more guidance to improve my life." It is not superstition. It is commitment to yourself. It is the way your small act converses with the great river. Now I close, in the tone of mother and oracle, with 3 promises that are not smoke, they are direction. Promise of victory. You will win when you choose your axis above the noise. You will see how what seemed a mountain was, in truth, a disguised hill. You cross, you breathe, you smile. Your name, repeated softly with love, will be the password for new doors. Promise of love. You will be loved in freedom. They will look at you without asking you to reduce yourself, and you will look without asking the other to change their essence. Love is the mirror that at last does not distort. It is water that reflects without breaking. Promise of abundance. Prosperity comes in a steady, growing, gentle rhythm. It is not a stroke of luck that comes and goes. It is a channel you embrace because you have learned to honor it. There is balance between giving and receiving. You give with wisdom. You receive with joy. And now, yes, with a full heart, I leave you this brief and warm farewell. Walk lightly, beloved Gemini, for the universe has already cleared your path. I accompany you in luminous silence, and when you lift your gaze, we will recognize each other in the same light that has always cared for you.